Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I will be rolling some beads. These are the tools that I'll be using. It's a sheet of stock paper. This is the thick, I think 80-pound stock paper. I basically was painting something. I don't know what I was painting, but I messed up. So I figured instead of throwing it away, I could just use it to cut paper beads. And this is what it kind of looks like once you cut it. This is 1 centimeter wide, and it's just the length of the paper, so probably like 12 inches. Then I will be using glue, and to glaze I'll be using triple thick. When you use this, you're going to do 3 coats of this. In the demo I'm only going to do 1 coat, but you will do this 3 times. And you just need something to put the beads on. So I'm using just like foam that came in an Amazon package. All right, so, oh, and the bead roller, forgot. I got this from Amazon. It's under $20, and I think I got 3 sizes. So the red one, that's my preferred size that I usually use, and it makes a whole size about that big. Okay, so first you're gonna get your paper, and you can do this so you can kind of get it rolling. You're going to want to find the grooves on the bead roller, and you're just gonna roll it. It's pretty simple. You're just rolling, rolling, rolling until you get to the end. Usually I'll fit maybe 3 beads on the roller before I move to the next one. So I'll try to get as many as I can on the roller. So you just want to make sure you get enough glue on it so it doesn't, especially when you're doing, see how that kind of popped off with the cardstock paper, because it's so thick, it doesn't want to just stay with a little bit of glue. So it will stay. Okay, and I'll do 1 more. And you want to be mindful when you buy paper. I like to use the cardstock because it's coated all the way through. So if it's a pink piece of paper, when you look at it from the side, you'll still see the pink. You won't see white. If you get the kind of paper that is loose paper that you get from, like, you know, Joann's or Michael's for like 50 cents. Sometimes I have to keep wiping my hands because of the glue. Sometimes that paper has white, like right here. So you see how you can see pink? You'll see white. And I mean, if it's preference, you can kind of put some paint on the side to cover that up, but it's just easier if you buy paper that is a solid color all the way through. And for this, I just chose to use pink paper, but you can use whatever you want. So that's what the bead would look like. So next, you would want to take, oh, and toothpicks. I forgot to say toothpicks. You'd want to take something that you could put the bead on, and then you're going to get your triple thick. This stuff, I swear it evaporates. I don't know if it really does, but I barely have used this and it's all gone. So make sure you close the lid, because I do think it kind of evaporates. So you're just going to put a coat on it. You're just going to go around, and my brush is kind of dry. Just going to paint it on. Doesn't have to be a thick coat because you're going to do this 3 times. So you're just going to paint it. And it'll look something like that. And by the time you're done, you will get a bead that will be, let's see if I can, you will get a shiny bead like this. It will be really shiny once you do the 3 coats. So you're going to do that 3 times. And what I did was on this foam, oops, sorry, this foam, I labeled it 1, 2, and 3. So these are my coats. And I usually let them dry for about 2 hours before I apply my next coat. All right, so these are some beads that I've already done. And I am going to string these beads into a bracelet. Now I've already got my string, and I'm just using the Stretch Magic string. My preferred size is 7.5, but I guess it would just depend on, you know, who you're making it for. So I do double strand just for more support. So I'm going to string these and show what the finished product looks like. And you can do this in any order. I mean, it's not, you know, you can do it anyway. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Have something at the end of it. Maybe like a paper clip. I mean, not a paper clip. A clip. I'm not sure what these things are called, but like a clip like this. Just so when you're stringing it, the bead doesn't fall off. And what I like about the paper beads, one is cheap because it's just the cost of paper. They're pretty fun to make. You can make all kind of unique colors. You can make different sizes of beads, and I'll show you some different sizes that I have made. Really unique. They're not waterproof because you're not glazing the inside. You could try to glaze the inside, but I don't know if it would be 100% waterproof. I would say you can like wash dishes. You can do simple things where it's not getting like drenched, and it'll be fine. But of course, you know, you don't want to go swimming or do anything with these beads because I'm sure the paper will start to crumble all up. But they are fun to do. Kids like them. I have my kids roll beads. I had to do 50 bracelets for a sorority. So we were rolling about 1,000 beads in green and pink. So I had my kids, I was rolling and they were glazing. So, I mean, it's a fun thing to do, especially if you know, get all the kids involved. Or even if you're like having some type of, you know, they have like the sip and paint parties. I mean, you could do something like this where everybody kind of rolls beads. You don't have to necessarily glaze them because of the time. But you could just have people roll beads and then make them into bracelets. And then I guess when they get home, they could take it apart and then glaze it themselves. Or you could, you know, you could do one coat because like I said, it dries pretty fast. Maybe 30 minutes. So, I mean, while you're still rolling beads, you could roll, glaze, and then by the time you're done, you should have a good amount of, oops, I forgot to put this on. You should have a good amount. So, I mean, it's a really fun thing. And a lot of people never heard of paper beads. So, I mean, that's a really fun activity. And it's easy to do. So you don't really need to be like, okay, so when I do this, I usually tie it 3 times. Give it 3 good wraps. It's pretty sturdy. So I've never had a problem. Do it one more time for. Never had a problem with it breaking. And then I'll usually just tuck it. And then you want to cut the excess off. I try to give myself enough string so I can, you know, cut it off. And then if you have like a super glue, or I just use this. I don't ever use super glue, but you can if you feel more comfortable. And then I just slip this in here and I'll leave it in here for like a day or so. You could cut the rest of this off so it doesn't stick out so much. But I just kind of tuck it underneath, and then this is your bracelet. It's really pretty. I think these are great gifts, and they're simple. And then, oh, I wanted to show the bigger beads. So here are some bigger beads that I have. I have these bigger beads. And to get a bigger bead like this, if you use the cardstock paper, the 80, you will get a really big bead. If you use the 65 pound, you're gonna get beads this size. They're gonna be a little bit smaller. And then you can also, and I'll do a tutorial on how to make these, I don't know, they're like flat kind of. These flat beads. They're more flat. But they're really fun. And they, you know, they sound like beads. They're really fun. You could do a lot with these, a lot of jewelry. So, if you would like to see more demos on the paper beads, like and subscribe. I will be trying to upload some more content on beads. I haven't really been posting it, but I will have videos on just how I do my paint. Like how do I just, you know, paint these strips so you can get different, you know, different colors of beads. So just stay tuned. If there's anything that you want to see me do, feel free to put it in the comments and I'll try to post a video. Here you go.